How's it going, guys? So in this week's PhantomCave news, we are going to be talking about the latest Phantom news. A new Fantomen comic is coming out in Sweden, and my response to a couple of Chronicle Chamber questions. So let's get into this video and roll the cameras and let's get into it, folks. We've got a lot of things to talk about. In the Phantom news this week, we have a new Phantom comic coming out next week and I will be showing you the last two parts of the saga of the Vultures right now. And let me tell you, they are absolutely amazing covers. Like part 2, which I'm getting right now, is an amazing cover by Anthony Spade. And just look at it. I'll put it back a little bit. Look at it. It's so good. So very damn good. And yeah, it has Saga of the Vultures Part 2, plus a new name story, plus a new name story, Have You Ever Seen the Rain? Now, I know Paul Mason's stories, they're absolutely mint. And I've actually met Paul Mason before. He signed a 80th Phantom journal of mine when I'm looking to actually get probably a few more cinches when Supernova comes around. And I will not be at Oz Comic Con this week. I know that the last couple of weeks I was saying, yeah, I was going to be there, but no, I'm not going to be there because one, few comics are not going to be there, and two, King Comics from Sydney probably won't be there, so I don't see the point on going and like spending my money when I could wait until Supernova's around and spend it on Phantom. Why not? So I will be showing part 1 cover done by Anthony Spade, although that the cover had been done in a typo on Fuse website saying that Ramando Filming had done it. Well, he hasn't, and it was actually Anthony Spade that had done it. So that's the cover there. And we will be having a look at this new three-part series coming from Few in the next couple of weeks. I've got loads of comics to have a look at, and one of them is issue 2 of the Phantom comics by Regal Comics. And another one is, obviously, the 2021 Phantom Annual, which we will be having a look at the Phantom 2021 Phantom Annual this Saturday. If you would like to join us on our live stream, PhantomCave live stream, we live stream on Facebook and we live stream on YouTube. Now, into the next part in this Phantom news, there will be a new Fantomen comic coming out soon. I don't know what the dates are for when those Fantomen comics come out in Sweden, but the cover art is done by amazing cover art by Luca Alberta. And we actually interviewed him last year, and he was actually one of our first interviewed people that we actually had on the channel. So that's pretty good, and he's an amazing artist, don't get me wrong. He's an amazing Phantom artist, and any other portrait sort of stuff from the portraits from the 40s and 30s, he bombs it. He's mint, and all that sort of stuff. Now we talk about the last thing on today's news segment. Now, I don't know if this news segment's going to be long. I don't know if this news segment's going to be short. We'll just see how it plans out. So right now, Chronicle Chamber a YouTube sort of place where you get your usual Phantom stuff and reviews and interviews and all that sort of stuff, have recently in their latest podcast were talking about, like, because Few Phantom Comics, the people that run Few the Phantom Comics in Sydney, have recently done their 5th anniversary of publishing with a new sort of publishing director and all that sort of stuff. So basically, Chronicle Chamber had put out a couple of questions to fans on, and I will be talking. So the questions were that I've picked out is, what are my couple of my favorite few Phantom products? Well, one of them is the Phantom Adventures hardcover book, which was, I think, published back in 2019 or something like that. It's an amazing hardcover book. It's one of the absolute first hardcover books that Few had ever done. So that is, I'm hoping, because 2020 was basically a crap year for a lot of people, and this year, 2021, is basically the year of where we can actually buy things, we can get things overseas. And I know people overseas, say like America or the UK or England and London and all that sort of places, they haven't, like, they're still in like their pandemic and all that sort of stuff. So in Australia, we actually have the freedom to actually go out and do stuff, and buy stuff online and all that sort of stuff, which you can do overseas. They could be in lockdowns or something like that. So Phantom Adventures hardcover book is one of those products that I absolutely love, because it's got glossy pages, it's got a good interior, it's got a good cover art by Mr. Chris Wall, and it's got everything that you'd want from a hardcover book to be like. The second actual favorite Few product that one of my absolute first Few signed Antonio Lemos sketch covers. I got this back in 2017, and I only had been in the Phantom. I'd only been doing, like, I've only been reading the Phantom for like nearly 10 or 11 months. So yeah, I actually got Antonio Lemos to actually draw a sketch at Supernova in 2017. Now, I know Chronicle Chamber, the three guys that do the podcast on Chronicle Chamber's website and their YouTube channel, I know they actually go down to these Sydney Comic Cons and all that sort of stuff, and the dinner or something, and I haven't actually seen them. I haven't actually seen them when I've gone down there, because I've only been there twice in my lifetime. I've only been to Supernova twice in my lifetime. And the third favorite Few product that I absolutely adore is the 2-part issue series by Lou Manor, published in 2017, and it was in full color. There's nothing better than Lou Manor artwork. And this was done in early 2017, so we had, obviously, the annual come out the last probably month or so, and then they put out an absolutely spectacle of an art profile, Lou Manor, and I'm going to be having the comics up on the screen as we go through them, and yeah, it's just special. It's just special because I interviewed him like late last year in December, and I asked him about it, and he said, not a lot of people like the story. Like, it's absolutely one of my absolute favorite covers, one of my absolute favorite stories, and it's absolutely one of my favorite color editions from Few. In saying that, there's a lot of Phantom stories that you could rate your favorites, and all that sort of stuff. So I will be having the comics up on the screen, and the second question they put towards Chronicle Chamber put towards fans was, should few branch out into bookshops? My response is yes, hell yes, they should branch out into bookshops. Like, I know because I was watching Jermaine Parker, who's one of the hosts on the Chronicle Chambers podcast and all that sort of stuff. He was saying that few publications have not done sort of good in the advertising and marketing sort of way. And a lot of times you would only find a Phantom book or a comic superhero in, especially the Phantom, in comic stores. Now, I myself, I don't even have a comic store. I have to travel into Sydney to visit a comic store. Now, I don't even have a pop culture shop. I don't even have that in my town. So, and recently, in the last probably couple of months, we in my town they've opened a new bookshop. And my response to this question is hell yes. They should definitely branch out and put their books in bookshops. I would definitely buy a Phantom book from a bookshop. I love bookshops and I love art shops and comic shops in general. If you would like to support PhantomCave, if so, please subscribe, like, share, and comment your questions down in below in the comment section down below. And as always, keep Phantom Caving, and we'll see you next week on the Phantom Cave YouTube. See you.